Telecommunications harassment, what is it? Well, here to explain is Jerry Pitts, Lima attorney. Welcome, Jerry.
Thanks for having me.
So what is telecommunications harassment?
This is it.
That's it right there.
It's the new gun, the new gun or knife. And the bullet is push send. Now, that's what talk about what it is. It says, no person shall knowingly make or cause to be made phone calls or text messages that harasses a person, intimidate, or abuse that person, and especially after being asked to stop, keep calling and say, I'm going to destroy your property, or make the person feels like they're going to be physically harmed, or if you're saying stuff that you know is not true, that you're just simply lying over the internet about someone.
Yeah.
Or that even if you call somebody else and say that this person has said or done something about another person, and that other person calls the person, you can still get in trouble. So this is what they call, per se, the new weapon. So the best thing to do is which I always tell people, before you push send, think about it.
Right.
Maybe even take a day or two to think about, do I really want to send this? And most of the time, people won't send it. But what people don't understand is those things I just told you about, one's a misdemeanor. You can do 6 months in jail. And if you persist on doing it, it's a felony.
Wow.
So you can do some other serious time. So now, that's why I say it's the new weapon. Because if it's used or abused or used in the wrong fashion, you can get yourself in serious trouble.
Now, does this include social media as well? Like Facebook or Instagram or whatever?
Any of it.
All of it now?
All of it.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Telecommunication harassment. So you got to be very careful. And that's why I say the new bullet in the chamber is send. If you send, you can type all kinds of stuff and be while you're angry, but don't push send. And then you might be okay.
Okay.
But it's going to be more and more of this, especially with this artificial intelligence coming out and all this other stuff, that it's going to become more and more sensitive and more controlled. And in particular, adults need to be careful with their children because, you know, sexual items or other kinds of items, like they're having a upset with a friend and say the friend is something other than what that friend is, can get them in trouble as well. And who wants a record before you and get 21?
Right. Well, now there's proof if you're push send, right?
Well, yeah, but the hard thing about it is that it takes a lot to authenticate that this wasn't the document sent by this person, or the rules are to make sure that it can be authenticated, that this actually came from this person.
Right.
So you have to be careful with that, but that's what attorneys be doing with that part of it. But the simple part of it is stay away from sin.
Right.
If you're upset about something, and therefore it keeps you out of trouble.
Right. So just think before you push send. You know, that's a good way of saying it for anything, really. If you're angry, think before you push send. You know. Think,
please, before you send.
Otherwise, you could really get in trouble. So, Jerry, thanks so much for kind of explaining that for us all. You know, just the good word of advice: think before you push send.
Take some time.
There you go.
Almost
I love it.
A new 5-day rule.
That's right. That's right. Well, Jerry, thanks so much for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, don't go away because medical news is coming up next.